Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Anuja Kumar. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls for rooting out forces dividing country in the name of caste and region. 75% beneficiaries of PM SVANidhi scheme come from non-general category, with OBCs accounting for 44%, says an SBI report. Number of pilgrims visiting Mata Vaishno Devi shrine in Jammu and Kashmir this year crosses 80 lakh mark. China removes its Defense Minister General Li Shangfu, the second ousting of a senior leader in 3 months. French President Emmanuel Macron says international coalition fighting ISIS should widen its scope to include Palestinian terror group Hamas in Gaza. India secures 37 medals, including 10 gold, 12 silver and 15 bronze at Asian Para Games in Hangzhou. And in ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, South Africa beat Bangladesh by 149 runs in Mumbai. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has stressed on the need to make a developed India which is self-reliant and everyone has equal rights to fulfill their dreams. Addressing the gathering during the Dussehra celebrations in Dwarka, New Delhi yesterday, Mr. Modi called for ending distortions like casteism and regionalism harming the harmony in society.
ये दहन हो हर उस विकृति का जिसके कारण समाज का आपसी सौहार्द बिगड़ता है। ये दहन हो उन शक्तियों का जो जातिवाद और क्षेत्रवाद के नाम पर मां भारती को बांटने का प्रयास करती। विजयादशमी का पर्व सिर्फ रावण पर राम की विजय का पर्व नहीं, राष्ट्र की हर बुराई पर राष्ट्रभक्ति की विजय का पर्व बनना चाहिए.
The Prime Minister said on Vijayadashmi there is a tradition of Shastra Puja, and on the Indian soil weapons are worshipped not to dominate but to protect its own land. The Prime Minister said our Shakti Puja is not just for India but for the welfare of the entire world.
हमारी शक्ति पूजा सिर्फ हमारे लिए नहीं पर पूरी सृष्टि के सौभाग्य, आरोग्य, सुख, विजय और यश के लिए की जाती है. भारत का दर्शन और विचार इन्हीं मूलभूत सिद्धांतों को जीता. हम गीता का ज्ञान भी जानते हैं और INS विक्रांत और तेजस का निर्माण भी जानते हैं. हम श्री राम की मर्यादा भी जानते हैं और अपनी सीमाओं की रक्षा करना भी जानते हैं. हम शक्ति पूजा का संकल्प भी जानते हैं और कोरोना में सर्वे संतु निरामया ये मंत्र भी जी करके दिखाते हैं.
An SBI research report has praised the Modi government's microcredit PM SVANidhi scheme for street vendors for ensuring inclusive entrepreneurship. It said nearly 75% of its beneficiaries come from the non-general category, with the OBCs accounting for 44%. The report said the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes account for 22% of the total disbursement of the PM Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi PM SVANidhi scheme, and 43% of the total beneficiaries are women. The SBI report said female share indicates empowerment of entrepreneurial capabilities of urban female, giving SVANidhi a gender equalizer tag. Sharing the report on social media, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said this in-depth research by Soumya Kanti Ghosh of the State Bank of India provides a very clear picture of the transformative impact of PM SVANidhi. Mr. Modi said it notes the inclusive nature of this scheme and highlights how it has led to the financial empowerment. Soumya Kanti Ghosh is the SBI's Group Chief Economic Advisor. The research report said the PM SVANidhi scheme has seamlessly connected marginalized urban micro entrepreneurs, breaking down community barriers along the way. In Madhya Pradesh, there is a polling station named Nanadia, where sending the polling party is no less than a challenge. Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar had also mentioned this polling station in his press conference. The Election Commission has made all possible arrangements everywhere, including this polling station, to ensure 100% voting in the state. Voting will be held in Madhya Pradesh on the 17th of November, and counting of votes will take place on 3rd of December. A report.
In Madhya Pradesh, special arrangements are being made for voting in the difficult Nandia polling station located in the deep forest behind the Chauragarh Hela Pachmadi under Namdapuram district. 671 tribal voters from Nandia, Subdongar and Vinora villages situated 165 km from the district headquarters will cast their votes in this polling station. Namdapuram district Panchayat CEO Sojan Singh Rawat informed that to reach this center, the polling parties have to go through Chhindwara district.
निश्चित रूप से ये हमारा सबसे दूर और विषम परिस्थिति वाला मतदान केंद्र है, लेकिन हमारी टीम डेडिकेटेड है और विषम परिस्थितियों के बावजूद वो बेहतर तरीके से निर्वाचन इसमें कराते हैं.
In this polling center built in the government primary school of Nandia, electricity, drinking water and furniture are being arranged for the convenience of polling parties and voters. With Tanush Tiwari from Namdapuram, Sanjeev Sharma, Akashvani News, Bhopal.
Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has said that the ethnic violence in Manipur has been staged by terrorists from across the border, conspiring with the extremist group based in the state. Mr. Biren was speaking in a public gathering held in Imphal East District yesterday, in which he laid foundation stones for various development projects. The Chief Minister said the terror groups based in Myanmar and Bangladesh collaborated with the terror group based in Manipur for violence in the state. He said this has already been known to everyone and the case has been under investigation by the NIA. He also appealed to the public to restrain from violence and cooperate with the government in restoring normalcy. The number of pilgrims visiting the holy cave shrine of Mata Vaishno Devi in the Trikuta Hills in Riyasi district of Jammu and Kashmir this year has crossed 80 lakh mark. The number of pilgrims is expected to touch 1 crore mark this year after 11 years. 4 lakh yatris paid obeisance to the goddess Mata Vaishno Devi during last 10 days, including the 9-day Navratras. On an average, 35 to 40,000 pilgrims are daily visiting the holy cave shrine. Meanwhile, 4 major projects were launched at Mata Vaishno Devi Bhavan during Navratras, including Skywalk, remodeled Parvati Bhavan, expanded Atka area, and free langar for the yatris at Bhairo Ghati. Besides this, virtual darshan through the holy natural cave, the live darshan facility and bilingual Shakti chatbot on the website of the Shrine Board for the pilgrims have also been started. These initiatives are aimed at making the pilgrimage more convenient and enjoyable for the devotees. The Skywalk was inaugurated by President Draupadi Murmu on October the 12th and played a pivotal role in the Yatra management during the Navratri festival. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha met Union Minister for Railways, Communications, Electronics and Information Technology Ashwini Vaishno in New Delhi yesterday. In a tweet, the Lieutenant Governor said he met the Union Minister and discussed a wide range of issues related to IT sector, especially implementation of BharatNet Phase 3 to provide digital connectivity to remote and difficult areas of Jammu and Kashmir. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. French President Emmanuel Macron has proposed that the international coalition fighting Islamic State in Iraq and Syria should widen its scope to include the fight against the Palestinian militant group Hamas in Gaza. Macron gave no details on how the US-led coalition of dozens of countries, of which Israel is not a member, could be involved. His advisers said, however, that the coalition's participation would not necessarily imply boots on the ground, but could include intelligence sharing. Speaking alongside Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem, Macron stressed that France and Israel share terrorism as their common enemy. France is ready for the international coalition against Daesh, in which we are taking part for operations in Iraq and Syria, to also fight against Hamas, he told reporters, referring to the Islamic State. China has removed its defense minister, General Li Shangfu, the second ousting of a senior leader in 3 months, raising questions about the stability of the leadership team around Chinese President Xi Jinping. According to state media, General Li Shangfu, who has been absent from public view for 2 months, was dismissed as defense minister and state councillor. China also announced that Qin Kang, who was removed as foreign minister in July, was stripped of his state councillor position. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has shared a news article written by Dr. V.K. Paul on utilizing technology to revolutionize the nation's fight against malnutrition. In a social media post, Mr. Modi said, "This is an insightful article which highlights how targeted and efficient interventions are making a difference on the ground." He said, "Together, we will build a healthier and stronger India." India has secured 37 medals so far, including 10 gold, 12 silver and 15 bronze at the ongoing Asian Para Games in Hangzhou, China. Sumit Antil kick-started today's medal streak with a remarkable world record throw of 73.29 meters in the men's F64 javelin throw event and clinched a gold. Meanwhile, Pushpendra Singh settled for the bronze in the same event. In women's class 4 table tennis event, Bhavina Patel settled for bronze after losing to China's Gu Xiaodan. Yesterday, Prachi picked up a gold in KL2 event, while Deepthi Jivanji in women's T20 400 meter and Neeraj Yadav in men's F54, 55, 56 discus throw clinched gold, taking the total tally to 34 in the first 2 days of the competition. The Indian contingent will hope to continue their rich haul at the Para-Asian Games, with plenty of events like athletics, cycling, badminton, chess and archery are lined up throughout the day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has extended greetings to all winners who secured the gold, silver and bronze medals so far in the ongoing Asian Para Games in Hangzhou, China. In ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, South Africa beat Bangladesh by 149 runs at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai last night. Chasing a victory target of 383 runs, Bangladesh were all out for 233 in 46.4 overs. Earlier deciding to bat first, South Africa scored 382, losing 5 wickets in 50 overs. Today, Australia will play against the Netherlands at Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi. And now, for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Ramya.
Thank you, Anuja. All the dailies have referred to India's lifting economy, with its fast-growing middle class as an important driver for growth, as reported by S&P Global. The Economic Times writes, India to be number 3 economy by 2030, overtaking Japan and Germany in 7 years. Calling for end of caste politics, Prime Minister Modi urges people to vanquish forces trying to divide India, states the Asian Age. Sri Lanka offers free visas to Indians to revive tourism, cites the Indian Express, along with extending it to 6 other countries. The Times of India notes, India sends second highest number of overseas visitors to US despite the long wait time for visa interviews and sky-high fares. Indian scientists discover bacteria that can produce hydrogen, states the Pioneer. And finally, a report in Hindustan Times projects use of air conditioner rising sharply in India and will surpass all other home appliances by 2050. And with that, it's back to you, Anuja.
Thank you, Ramya. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls for rooting out forces dividing country in the name of caste and region. 75% beneficiaries of PM SVANidhi scheme come from non-general category, with OBCs accounting for 44%, says an SBI report. Number of pilgrims visiting Mata Vaishno Devi shrine in Jammu and Kashmir this year crosses 80 lakh mark. China removes its Defense Minister General Li Shangfu, the second ousting of a senior leader in 3 months. French President Emmanuel Macron says international coalition fighting ISIS should widen its scope to include Palestinian terror group Hamas in Gaza. India secures 36 medals including 10 gold, 12 silver and 14 bronze at Asian Para Games in Hangzhou. And in ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, South Africa beat Bangladesh by 149 runs in Mumbai. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.